jaw here. I just got back from smog testing and all that on the bike. Excuse me. Did the bike. It was 430 pesos for the smog test. And then if you have a tricycle, it's only 330, so it saves you 100 peso. So then we ran back over the LTO. We already paid the 660 for the insurance at the LTO. So we went back today. This is something you don't want to get caught up in. We bought the bike, and they said they give us a year registration. Well, they didn't tell us that our registration was up in March because of the license plate. They never said a word about that. I bought it on June 11th, so we went down just the last few days. So we were late. So we had to pay 120 peso penalty for 3 months. So it'd be 40 pesos a month. But it was our cost today was 491 pesos for the registration, and then of course the 660 for the insurance, and then for the smog was 430. So it's not that bad. It's just a pain. You got to do it. We started at 7:30 this morning, and we just got home, and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So it took us a pretty good amount of time to get all this stuff done. But we're done with it. We're done with that one for this year. Car, you got to go by your plate, and it'll tell you the certain time that you have to go. Like my plate, because of the number on the plate, it's the second week of July. We're all done this year, though. We don't have to go back in July. We'll have it all the way done until next July, but then we have to go back in March already. So next time I'm at the dealer, I'm going to ask them, hey, what's up? But I also got a really good deal on cabin filters for our Honda. That was another Lazada deal. I got all 3 wiper blades, Bosch wiper blades, for like under 300 pesos delivered, and I got 4 cabin filters for I think it was they were about $1 a piece, and they were Honda. I got the Bosch wiper blades, and then because wiper blades trash here, guys. You'll see a lot of people when they park their cars, they'll lift them off the window. The sun just beats the hell out of them. It just eats them all the crap, and then plus the dust. You don't get that much. Most of the time, if I go outside, because of all the dust here, I'll wipe the window first. And do yourself a favor too here is if you're going to do any night driving, before you get in the car, make sure you clean your windows good, because the glare, the people who drive here, they put these big light bars on. They have their windows tinted out so black they can't see, so they're running with a billion candle power light bar plus the super duper halogen headlights, and you're blinded. And if you got any glare, it even makes it worse. So that's just how it's going to be here. But we got all the stuff done with the car. I was going to do it the other day, getting everything switched, but I dropped the spare and the one tire with the 4 plugs in it. It's just not holding air no more. They're down pretty good compared to the one that was dropped. Honda was supposed to rotate them tires. They never did. So that's kind of a bummer. You really got to watch them guys. They always have an excuse for not doing it. But when they clean the brakes, they take all the wheels off. I don't know why they wouldn't drop the spare. But pretty easy on the Honda. It's got a bolt up in the top, and it's just a big bolt that comes down, and the rack threads right into that. Once you lower it down, you don't even got to lower that hook all the way. You push up on the wheel. Real easy to slide the tire right out if you're on level ground anyway. And I torqued them all to 100 foot-pounds. And when I was taking the thing off, I set the torque wrench at 80 and it was clicking. So I kicked it up to 100, and that's when it about 95 it was actually clicking at. So I torqued them at 100. I should be in pretty good shape. Got my cabin filter in. The one I pulled out, they're almost like they get an oil in it here. They turn black and they get like an oil. So I was glad to get the new one. That'll get the air conditioner working good again. And it just wasn't doing too good. But we got all our maintenance done, oil's done. Got to do the radiator yet. I still haven't done that yet, but I want to do a flush on that and get that changed, because it's not as green as it used to be. It doesn't have the lifetime radiator fluid in it like they do in the States, so that's cool. I had my truck when I lived in the States. It was a 11, maybe 12-year-old truck now. It had the maroon antifreeze in it, so it was a lifetime. It's at 100,000 miles before you change it. I still don't buy that on vehicles when they say don't change it. I've even done my gearbox twice already. It's not that many miles, but the time is up, so I've done it twice. I flushed the brake fluid already, and I let Honda do it, because they just stick the little things up on the nipples, on the little Zerk fittings on each wheel. They loosen them up, stick those things on, and then the guy just turns on the pump, and he just stands over there. It's hydraulic clutch fluid at the same time, just like my Chevy truck was. And he just pours the bottle in until it sucks it all clear. It comes back to a little thing he has under the hood, and each one goes in, and when it starts coming out clear, he's done. I was satisfied with it, so I was real happy. And it was quick. It took like 15-20 minutes. And so we got fresh brake fluid in there. It's something you got to watch. You really got to, if you want your cars to last a real long time, just do the maintenance and you won't have any problems. So, but I just thought I'd give you that stuff. LTO, just figure when you're going to do that a day. It's going to take a day. So, but it was cool. My wife we had a nice ride on the motorcycle. We got the neighbor lady to watch the kids, so we had a little bit of time scooting around. I love to ride the bike. She likes to go with me, so it's just something we really like to do. I did have, when I was going to get her, because I came back here, she had to run to the bank, and it was going to be like an hour or two before the little paper was ready at the smog test. So she said, I dropped her at the bank, and then I came home to check on the kids, made them lunch, and then I scooted back. And when I was going back, I'm in my left lane, I had a tricycle. The guy never looked or anything, just blasted right into my lane. Didn't hit him. The brakes on that little Yamaha, even though they're drums, are fantastic. I couldn't believe how well they worked to get me stopped, because I was cooking along pretty good. I was probably doing about 40, and these guys just don't care. What does he care? If I would have hit him at any kind of speed, it would have shot me into the oncoming lane, and I'd be dead meat. But just watch that when you're driving here, especially the tricycle drivers. They never look over their left shoulder when they're making a right into your lane. They look where they're going, and they just hit the gas, and they figure you got to stop. They all do it. It's even worse over here in Lipa City. I've never seen it so bad, but it's horrible here. They're just atrocious drivers. They don't care. They figure they own the road. And another thing they do here, we have a road that has 2 lanes, and if we're in the car, they'll straddle the line so you can't get around them. I don't know why they do it, but on a regular basis, there's always somebody doing it in front of us, and it's like, why? They can't judge their vehicle. I don't know what it is, but you get a lot of that. I had a tricycle for a couple years, and I kept that thing moving, and I stayed out of the way. If I saw somebody coming in behind me, I'd shoot over to the right. But here they don't do that. Another thing that happens is you got these electric tricycles. They'll sit and hog a whole lane, and you have to go around them on the right. They never get out of the way, and there's tons of them in this town. It's absolutely, other than Manila, I think this is some of the worst traffic I've been in the Philippines. So we're really looking forward to getting down to Mindoro, and I think once we get down there, it's not too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go, and this is...